and the Cleveland Browns. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Cleveland. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Tillman, the man in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he will go all the way. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Browns. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
On play action, Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll only get down to around the 42. Look him up on a second down and 8. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on second down, Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he will have a Packers first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Browns offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Up the middle they go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To throw is Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep, DeAndre Carter to return. Wow! And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to throw. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. That pass play good for 22. It's a Browns first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Back to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Jacobs, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Love. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike. And I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. Evan Williams is there for the stop. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw caught by Judy on the outside.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Pretty obvious this defense needed that play. The entire game from the jump, Mike, it just seems like the quarterback has been way too comfortable playing from the pocket. He's got himself 2 passing touchdowns here already. They got to continue to make him feel this pass rush.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Love to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So after 1, 14-7 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion, heading left. A 2nd down throw for Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work this out to the 23. Edgerrin Cooper They're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They bring Judy in motion. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
In motion, Reed. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Love to throw. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. On the quick slant, that's Judy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff, running right. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Third down, 3 to go. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cleveland.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Right back to him on 1st down. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
The Browns getting their punting team out there, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Now, Jacobs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. On play action, Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. On the bootleg, it's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Love. That one taken in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is brought in downfield by Judy. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Judy. He's got it again. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to the air one more time. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. So we reach halftime in what was a very compelling first half of play. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Nixon on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 35, it's first and 10. Back to throw is Love. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Second and 7. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Here's Love. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Even though defensively you haven't been able to get off the field, this is where you got to dig your heels in. This is where you got to make a stand. Okay, so you've given up a long drive. Force a field goal. Field goals and takeaways, that's red zone defense, and if they can come away with 3 here, I think they'd feel pretty good about it.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Third and a yard. We'll go play action with Love. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it probably a little bit earlier.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is what modern day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Throwing is Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. A run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, it's Love. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Packers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kingsley Enagbare there for the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Going deep downfield for Judy. And he will score. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. This one is caught by Reed. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. It was Joe Tryon-Shoyinka able to bring him down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got it! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Love. And he's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 11 yards on the connection there. It's a Browns 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Jeudy on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
It's a jet sweep, and it's Jeudy. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. It is brought in the end zone. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns are able to cut into the deficit. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, Love. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers 1st down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Now he'll run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd down, 3 to go. Back to throw is Love. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. That one good for 15 and a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On 1st down, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He's inside the 30. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 96 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Inside the 30. And he will score again. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943, and then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down. Throwing now from the gun. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Jacobs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. On the ground, it's Jacobs. Jacobs, first down and more. The speed on display. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll look to throw again. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's got another one. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown Browns. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. We'll go play action with Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were